Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to rise when fear whispers surrender. In the quiet storms of midlife, true strength is found in vision, persistence, and renewal. Do not measure life by lost years, but by the courage to reclaim the years ahead. Loneliness is not weakness. It is the invitation to rediscover yourself with clarity and strength. Every new chapter begins when you dare to write past the regrets of yesterday. Hope is the bridge that carries weary souls from despair toward new beginnings. Midlife is not decline, but the moment courage and wisdom converge to shape a truer self. True leadership begins within, in the quiet decision to rise each day with purpose. The crisis you face today may become the very fire that forges tomorrow's strength. Do not fear aging. Fear only a spirit unwilling to grow, to learn, to rise again. Life's storms test us not to break us, but to reveal the courage we carry within. A single decision to act boldly can rewrite the story of your next 20 years. You are never too old to begin again, for courage is timeless and purpose never fades. The greatest victories are not in distant battles, but in conquering the doubts within. Midlife crisis is not an ending, but a calling to live with deeper vision and courage. Progress belongs to those who dare to hope when others surrender to despair. Your strength is proven not by perfection, but by rising after every fall with determination. Greatness is not measured by power, but by how much light you bring into dark places. The unknown future is not an enemy, but a frontier for courage and discovery. Every struggle is a seed. Water it with courage, and it will grow into wisdom. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Act with the courage you have where you stand today. Your purpose is not behind you, but waiting ahead for courage to claim it. The most powerful leaders are those who inspire the brokenhearted to believe in themselves again. Hope is not a fragile dream, but the strongest weapon against despair and decline. When life feels heavy, let courage carry you where strength alone cannot. The years ahead are not meant to be feared, but embraced as chapters still unwritten. Do not see yourself as finished. See yourself as prepared for a new beginning. When you feel alone, remember courage makes companions of perseverance, vision, and resilience. To act with purpose today is to gift yourself a tomorrow worth living. The truest strength of the human spirit is revealed in crisis, not in comfort. Effort and courage matter, but they remain powerless without clear direction and meaningful purpose guiding them. Do not ask what life owes you. Instead, ask what greatness you can contribute to life. True leadership is inseparable from learning, for growth in knowledge fuels growth in guidance. Repair the weaknesses of your life when fortune smiles, not when storms arrive unprepared. Conformity enslaves freedom and strangles growth, while courage to stand apart births transformation. We aim for the moon not because it is easy, but because striving for hard things shapes us. Life is change. Looking only to yesterday blinds you to the promise of tomorrow. Leadership is proven not in certainty, but in courage and decisive action amid uncertainty. The goal of true education is to spread truth and expand knowledge for human progress. Victory finds many to claim it. Failure stands alone. True strength accepts both with responsibility. As our knowledge expands, so too does our unshakable responsibility to use it wisely. Do not avoid challenge. It is the narrow doorway through which greatness always enters. Only those willing to fail spectacularly possess the courage to achieve magnificently. Leadership demands vision to see, courage to act, and integrity to remain unshaken. Effort and determination, combined with innovation, create the engines of lasting progress. The world is never short of problems. It longs desperately for courageous solutions. Face difficulties head-on with courage, for hesitation only multiplies their weight. Peace is not the absence of struggle, but the skill to resolve conflict with dignity. Do not fear tough questions. Have the courage to ask them and act boldly in response. Dream beyond the horizon of possibility, for greatness belongs to those who dare impossibility. Progress is fueled by imagination, carried by initiative, and realized through unyielding dedication. Leadership is not power, but the art of inspiring others to reach their highest selves. A nation without innovation slowly withers, for growth demands the courage to create anew. True success is measured not by wealth, but by the lives you uplift and improve. Do not wait for opportunities knock. Build the door with decisive and daring action. Problems are never solved by apathy. They yield only to courage and full engagement. Greatness requires daring to act boldly when fear convinces others to hesitate. The beginning of all achievement lies in the courage to take action. Ideas gain power only when courage and execution bring them into reality. Lead with purpose, act with integrity, and persevere with unshakable determination. Do not fear the unknown. Approach it with curiosity, courage, and open strength. The future is owned not by dreamers, but by those who prepare for it today. Progress comes only from visionaries who dare to challenge conventions and break barriers. Your choices shape your destiny. Take responsibility for them fully and without hesitation. Leadership is not control, but sacrifice, service, and pursuit of the greater good. Every obstacle holds within it an opportunity for courage, creativity, and breakthrough. Never settle for what is possible. Devote yourself to striving for the extraordinary. Greatness is measured not by status, but by the ability to uplift others consistently. Act boldly, even when the outcome is uncertain, for boldness births new paths forward. Knowledge without decisive action is wasted potential and unrealized greatness. The The strength of any nation rests in the courage of ordinary citizens rising together. Challenge the status quo when it suffocates progress. Courage creates the space for growth. Dreams are the sparks. Ambition is the fire that transforms them into living reality. Perseverance and courage are the twin foundations of every great accomplishment. Leadership is not domination, but service, responsibility, and the courage to uplift others. Do not fear mistakes. They are not defeat, but stepping stones toward deeper understanding. Innovation, persistence, and adaptation forge the tools to overcome even the hardest adversity. The courage to lead begins with the courage to step forward and act. Vision without action remains a dream. Action without vision collapses into chaos. Strive not only for personal gain, but for the elevation of all humanity.